Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. So on the road to the demo here, we've got to finish this thing by March 31st. The good news is we've got a lot of stuff done, but the bad news is I'm not even... Okay, I forgot. Yesterday we changed our controls to be spacebar is A and shift is our B button. So we wanted to make a tutorial level, right? And the idea was we put this library here, and the library is like the first building you see coming up from the castle where you wake up from the opening cinematic. You walk up here, you see the library, you go in and you can read about it and read about the different stuff here, which I moved everything around so the boxes are all over the place. But it doesn't, Squinch pointed out yesterday, it doesn't really make sense because you have to walk to get here anyway. So you would have to have already figured out the controls for walking, and you'd have to have already figured out how to advance dialogue, which means you'd have to figure out what the A button was by this time. So I think we want to take a new approach. And Squinch was saying like we could do kind of like Binding of Isaac, where you start in the room and then the controls are kind of like on the floor of the first room to kind of just invite you to learn how to do it. So we need to rehaul this. We need to take out the library. I think we'll probably make this the tavern again or something. I don't know. Maybe someone's house, just someone's house. I don't know. But we're gonna rehaul this so that we need to redo our opening cinematic here, because right now Mage rescues us and takes us to the castle, and then he just comes down and starts talking, but we need the tutorial before that happens. So I think what we can do so I think what we need to do, we need to hold off on Mage talking to us until after we kind of give the player what the A button is, how to walk, all that stuff. So instead of this cinematic just dumping us out here, it'll be more of a playing cinematic, right? So let's just get started and we'll just do it better. So I think the first thing we're going to do here is redesign this just a tiny bit. Now I do think I'd really like the I'm trying to think this through. Yo, Salto, what up, dude? Welcome in. Yeah, we're redoing the opening cinematic, which I think is a good move considering the tutorial. So I think it's going to be a smarter move to do that. Now I do want, I like these windows. I'd really like if these windows could be in the other room. And it doesn't make sense. Okay, so there's a lot going on, because it's like I think I want to go from, well, let me think, because the room that we're gonna be ending up in, let's just mock it up here. So like I think what I'd want to do, wow, yeah, we'd have to move all this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is just move this scene over to the left, and then we'll that didn't work, did it? Let's start with the ground level tiles, and we'll try to copy these over. There's a lot of things I'm trying to say, and I just have to kind of draw it out to make sense of it. So the opening tutorial is going to be only 2 scenes in Mage's castle, right? The upstairs is forbidden Mage territory, but we also need any above ground level layer tiles, which, oh my goodness, it looks like, okay, so it looks like our above ground is only this bed, which we can take, but this isn't the final spot I do want to just move all of the top level tiles over here. These go out to, I think, about there. Wow, I love the light there. It looks so cool. I would like the light to be visible in the library inside Mage's Castle. I think that would be sweet. So we also need to copy this one. You know, I should really take like 5 minutes and try to learn the keyboard, what this app does, because I'm just kind of guessing how to do this. Okay. Okay, so my issue here is I want the light coming in the library, and also in the library in Mage's Castle, the entrance opens up towards the top because of the layout of the elements and everything. So if you look at this is what the layout's going to look like, and the stairway is going to be up here in the middle, and that's where Mage is going to go. It just makes sense to me that it's in the middle with this layout. I guess we could scoot everything down one and add the layout wherever, but I'm trying to think of where. Actually, yeah, maybe we go upwards. Okay, maybe we do go upwards, because I like the controller being the first one you kind of interact with or kind of see over here. So if the door's up here, then you're invited to kind of look at the controls first. And actually, yeah, the controls. Okay, yeah, we gotta. Okay, I think walking up might be the move, because I want the window. I think it'd be cool to have the window of light coming in on this side on the elements, just because it's a little bit more production value, and it doesn't make sense to have the windows with light coming in on the right side if to the left of us is more castle. So we can't really do that. Hey, what's up, Squinch? Yeah, so we're going to be rehauling that opening tutorial today, so hopefully we can kind of get something going. So I think maybe the move is let me think here. Yeah, I think we're gonna need I might put it over here just to put it in the corner, because if the entrance, wait, let me think this through. No, we need the exit to be down, so we can't walk up into the library. Okay, so we have to, what do we do? We might have to give up the window in the library. Yeah, we might have to just give up the window in the library. Thanks, Salto. Yeah, we got this. I'm hoping we can get the new tutorial locked in today. I don't think it'll be that tough. It's just, I have to kind of think it through so we do it right instead of having to redo it again in 2 days' time. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we give up the window in the library. And then that way we can start here. We can walk right into the library, read all the controls, and then by the time they either try to exit out to the front of the building, the second part of the cinematic will start where Mage comes out and is like, oh, hey, you're up. I'm glad you're okay, sort of deal. Or if you try to go up into Mage's study, he also comes out and interrupts you. So hopefully we can figure that out. Ooh, yeah, it's a lot. I want to fix Jimmy Cam. Actually, no, it's okay. Okay. So if we do, I think it's only 2 scenes, and the first scene is going to have like the text on the floor that tells you which keys are walking and A button and B button. And then okay. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, I'm okay giving up the lighting for the library because I think it's just probably too much. So let's just build out the 2 scenes, draw them, and then we'll go into the code and make sure we're spawning at the correct location and then triggering a whole new cinematic now. So let's get to it. We will have to add collision detection for the bed, which we do not have at the moment, but shouldn't be too bad to do. It's just weird because it's a weird shape, right? So like the tile, the headboard is only occupying like the bottom third of this tile ID, so it's kind of weird to do collision for it, but also it's 3D, so maybe the headboard can go there. And it might not look weird. I mean, it is kind of weird shoved up into the corner there, yeah. Because I want to leave out a lot of space for the real estate to write things on the floor here for the controls. But also it just looks too weird confined right here. Let's see what it looks like right here. We'll need to add like some, you know, like a little chair and a little desk or something, because it's just too empty. I don't know if I like the light right on his face like that. I don't know, it might be okay. I guess we'll have to see how it looks. We might get rid of that. Let's add the top locking in there. We'll erase this one. Okay, so here's where we'll write our WASD to move. Space is A, shift is B, tab is start. What was select? I don't know what was select. Okay, and then yeah, ideally we'd have like a little desk here and like a chair right here. So I don't think we have a side door. So we need a side door for a castle. So we need a door both on the right and on the left, because the next library room is going to have the door on the left, stairways going up, and then a door on the bottom, which we've already got. So let's do that. This is going to be here. We're going to get rid of the light window, and we're going to add a side door. Okay. Yeah, let's make a new side door real quick for castle. So it might be as simple as just rotating these. I think it might be. I do want to... I think I didn't like how this touched the edge, so maybe we shift this up a bit. Let's try. Okay, so if that's the left door, we also need a right door. Okay, we'll reload tiled here and see. I'm not convinced the rotating is going to work perfectly, but we'll see. So we basically are going to get rid of the doorway down here. And we're going to put... This is on the wrong layer, ground level layer. We're going to get... this and the top level layer. Okay, it looks like we already deleted it there. So yeah, we will put the right door here. So like that. Yeah, see the bricks don't match up, so we do have to change it a bit. Yeah, bricks do not match up, so we have to change it. Okay. So yeah, we'll pull in this right side here. This will give us the pattern. So this, okay, yeah, let's do a new layer here. Okay, yeah, so this will be, we just need to erase what isn't the floor here. Okay. And you know what? I did this totally the wrong way. This should be the floor. Yeah, this should be the floor pattern. This is totally wrong. This is going to be the back wall pattern, so... Okay. Yeah, this is the back wall pattern. So we need to do the opposite. We need to erase everything that is the outline or the floor. Sweet. And then we need to, yeah. So now that should, wow, and we need the same one over here. Shoot. Actually, it looks right. Yeah, this one looks right already. Okay. We'll copy the floor pattern on this one. Holy crap, that freaked me out, Aaron. Yo, wow, thank you for the follow. That freaked me out. That was so loud. It was funny, dude. Yeah, that freaked me out. Yo, thanks for the follow. I don't know how it's I don't know how to make it how to change the sound or you know how loud that is. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Yeah, that was very tough. Very tough because it's seamlessly looping. Yeah, it was very tough. I used a terminal application called the C Matrix, I think. Or it's either C Matrix or Unimatrix. I've used both of them. It's Matrix in the terminal, and what I did was I put on dude, it's so bad what I had to do. Like I had to do let me check this out. It's so bad. What I did is I screen recorded oh nice. Hey, I like that animation you got there. Nice. Oh, I like your CV that you got your CV right there. Yeah, so what I had to do was I screen capped the C Matrix application running for like 15 minutes. And then I literally pulled it into Adobe Premiere, or actually After Effects, and I pulled a couple lines. I like dude, it's bad. It's bad. Essentially, I just like manually synced it so that it goes to a seamless loop, right? So when one line of code would fall all the way down, I treated that as like a one loop, and then made sure that I offset them and made them all seamlessly loop, so that after I think it was like I want to say it was like 30 seconds of a loop for one row to fall all the way down. And then yeah, so I patched each line so that they would seamlessly loop as well as be different from one another. So I made sure it wasn't just a single line, and then I exported as, you know, it in order to do like an HTML5 video or whatever it was on the website. I think I had to, in order to get it to work on Safari, because like Safari for some reason didn't support the codec that I was exporting it when I did a video. So instead, I think I did a PNG sequence that, and then I encoded it into H.2.6 or VP9 for Safari, I think. And then I think the video, because it's also transparent, right? So it's falling, but it's transparent background because I have my own background in there that's dynamic for the background. So I had to also make it a PNG, like the PNG sequence is what gives it the transparency back there. So it was not very easy. I'll tell you that much. But then I use it for stuff like here too. So I'm using the same clip. That isn't the seamlessly stitched together one, because for web efficiency, I didn't want a big ol' H.265 video loading on the website, so it's a PNG sequence, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, dude, it was not easy. Yeah, I like your website though. That it looks really clean. I like it. Okay, now this doorway should have the seamless bricks going into this side. Okay. We should probably test it out. I used to have the code running in the background on my earlier streams. I think it was just too much for my computer to do though. We're looking for, oh, you know what? We should probably just look at it in tiled, not in the game. Okay, let's try it again. So here's the floor. Yeah, okay, yep. Now the bricks on the floor match, and the bricks, ooh, this one's off by one, it looks like. No, it isn't actually. It just looks a little strange. Okay, yeah, it isn't off. It just looks a little weird. Okay, and then that should be ground level right here. Then in the above ground, we need this one. Okay. No, it's not above ground, it's top level. Top level is what renders over our character, which is what we need for the doorway here. So we need to make the corresponding this side. Why does this look like gray pixels here? Oh, shoot. Dang, Squinch, that's crazy. Yeah, hopefully you can figure out how to stay safe and everything. Is it big? I mean, it sounds kind of serious. Wow, I think we just screwed up the yellow. Oh. Yeah, we're carrying over the light on one pixel over here. We not? Huh. Yeah, we must be, yeah, we're carrying over the light, so the light must be on the top level tile layer over here. Still. Yeah. Okay, so that fixed that. Okay, so we need this door, and then we'll move. Hey, nurse, what's up? Welcome in. Yo, hey, when did you, I didn't know you subbed. Yo, thanks for the sub. Or you got gifted a sub. I gifted like 20 subs yesterday, or 2 days ago, to get some to get some new emote slots. So welcome in. Maybe you were one of the 20 who got gifted subs yesterday or 2 days ago. So we're doing a tutorial level for the game here. And we just have to add a couple new sprites. And then here, I can show you what the game is looking like. It's always fun to see the Jimmy badge there. So we're a little mage here in the game, and we can talk to people, talk to signs. There's no yeah, that's not a good place to show because we don't have the bats in this dungeon, but we have a little spell cast right here, and then we've got what tab is our inventory. We can equip a loot here and play our loot heroes song here. I'm very bad at it. But yeah, there's music and magic, and it's a Game Boy style game like Link's Awakening, so that's what we're building. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can just flip these and see if it lines up nice. Because I think it just didn't line up nice because it was the vertical slot last time we tried to flip. So we might be okay. So let's try that. So we need the corresponding door. Yeah, it looks like it. No, it doesn't match up. It doesn't match up. Right there, that brown line here just doesn't match up. So we will have to redo it. And then the floor doesn't match up either. Yeah, Squinch, hopefully it's not bad. I hope you stay safe and your family's good for that. I'm glad we made so much progress on the controller support and the controller support and library. Like, we're still working on the library, but those were the two things I was really worried about for releasing the demo. So I'm glad we got those out of the way. The next big thing is really the dungeon level design. That is probably the biggest thing left. Okay, so that should be the matching floor. And then we need a matching side piece, which is right here. What just happened to me? I really should take like a day or two to just learn how to use this better. But it's so finicky with the art here because it has to like seamlessly loop since it's the tiles. So it's just tough to make sure everything is perfectly seamlessly looping. Like that's one hard thing about this. Okay, jeez. And that's the wrong one. We need actually... Oh my god. It's gonna be one of those nights. Okay. This is the right one. Okay, so that's gonna tell us what... I lied, that was the wrong one. This is the right one. Okay. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. Okay. So we're just like using the tile of the neighboring adjacent tile to know what the pattern for the bricks look like for the doorway, because the doorway should kind of seamlessly blend into the wall. So we're just using the old or the other adjacent tile to know which parts to render there. Cool. There we go. So that should be matching floor bricks, matching why is it? This is wrong. Why is this one off? How do we do this? Oh my gosh, I did so bad. I lined it up wrong, which made everything else wrong, so we have to redo it. Oh my gosh. This isn't even something that was on my radar we had to do today. That's how it goes though. Okay. So yeah, this is lined up now. Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll get to the programming soon so that it won't be this boring the whole stream tonight. I'm gonna say, like, not everything in game dev is glorious, but like not much at game dev is glorious. Like the product is, but that's about it. Okay, that's right. Let's merge that. Okay, that should be right. Now we can use, oh my goodness, we can use this one to be a template for this one. So we know on the bottom here, in order for it to match, all we need is this brown. And that's apparent. This one can go, it's like a 7 right here for now. Yeah, okay, that should be it. So, okay, we should have the new doorways we need. So let's save this PNG. Okay, now if we look at it in tiled, we'll reload it. Okay, yes, okay. So now the bricks match up both on the floor and for the wall there, so that's good. So now we should have, as long as we have the top level tile there, which we do not, we have incorrect above ground. We need to erase that. Above ground should not have that. Okay. Ground level shouldn't be that. It should be the doorway right here, the floor doorway on, I did it on the wrong layer, ground right there. Okay. And then top level needs the shadow. That renders above the player so that it'll look like we're going underneath the doorway. And you know what? This is crappy. This is crappy. I just thought of the side doors have been an issue because of our collision detection. We're a little bit lenient on it, so I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be bad though. I know it's gonna be bad. We have to do something like we did in the caverns, and we kind of like diagonally cut off the top level tiles so that it renders nice. So let's just try to get our scene change after the after the opening cinematic. We'll come to this scene, which is one scene to the left of our old scene, and we'll see what the doorway looks like, because it's wrong. I know it's wrong. So I'm gonna also just set, we need to make a stone library too for Mage's Castle here. So let's make the stone library. Will be really quick, and then we can test how bad the collision looks on the doorway here for the side door. I know it's gonna look bad. Yeah, I know it's gonna look bad. Let's just do the stone library real quick. It'll be really easy. The sprite sheet organization is nuts. Like, it's not organized at all, but like, I don't know how to do it better. Like, really what we should probably do if we want a better, cleaner sprite sheet is like define exactly which sprites we need, and then once we have an idea, we can organize it, and then we draw the tiled map using the organized sprite sheet. But you know, I don't know what sprites we need just yet, so it's very hard. All we have to do is kind of add stone color to this library, and then we've got ourselves a stone library. So that's good, at least. That's easy. So we can add that to the back here. This room does have the the stairway up to Mage's study, which I think I want a double stairway there because there's 10 tiles wide, and that doesn't give us an exact middle. And when the library things are positioned here, they look, and we can actually just snag those right now. We have the library option right here. They're in the above ground layer. We can just snag them all. Okay. And then we can draw our library on the ground level too. So yeah, the idea is, see, that's why I want the double stairway step, is because everything else kind of lines up that way. Okay, that's looking good. Let's just add our ground level library here, which, where is, oh my God. We need to reload this. Okay. There's our stone library. So we can have our library books right here. We need the corner piece. We need the corner piece for the library too. And possibly one empty one. Or maybe not. Maybe the empty one's in the town. We do need our stone corner piece library though. So we do need to do that still. Where is the corner piece? These are the corner piece for the library, but it matches the wood. It matches the wood edges. So, and you know what? We can't do our library like this because it needs to be They need to be in the collidable tile layer. So this is getting ugly. Same with these. These need to go there too. So we kind of need to plan this out better and put it needs to be within this range of red. All of these red tiles are something you can't collide with, so all of these things need to be that. So that's getting jacked up. We're gonna need more layers of that. We either need to rehaul that system or yeah, this is gonna get ugly. Okay, I think that's right. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of nasty that we can't put it neatly here. We have to put the corner for the stone library off on the other side of this pillar, which I really don't like, but we've got to do it somewhere. So let's maybe put it with the mage library stuff on the right here. So this is still the collidable tile ID row, but we need to make it match the corner pieces for the stone, which is over here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we need to keep did we do the bright gray for the stone shelf? We did do the bright gray. So let's do the bright gray for the ledge, the shelf. And then I think we just need to make this match. Yeah, we need to make this gray match. So I think what I want to do is maybe just copy this and kind of place it. It doesn't seem to match. It does look a little off. Okay, I think what's throwing me is that there's no black line there. So if we get rid of that and get rid of this, then we need to just copy the dark gray here. We'll make sure it's lined up. See, that doesn't look exactly lined up. Yeah, we might have to do that. Okay. Okay, so that looks like the top left corner for the stone library, but now we need the top right corner, and then we should be in business. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so it's the same. Okay, it's the same. We just need to mirror it, so that's good. Okay, let's try that. It's off. Shit. Okay, it's close though. It's just off the right side. Okay. It's off by not much. This side isn't visible, and this side is just one line down, I think. Let's try that. It should match with the side piece, not the corner we did, so I think that makes sense. Okay, it's close. We just need this black. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, we need to cut. Let's see. Gosh, it's so finicky. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pixels tall. And there's 1, 2, 3. So we need to go 3 pixels up on the gray and then cut in to the left. And then this one needs to be gray. Okay. So 3 pixels in. So 1, 2, 3, we cut in here, then start it up again. That looks right. And then this, is it this one that needed to be gray? Okay, that looks right. Man, this wasn't even on my radar to do, man. It's already been an hour on stream, and we haven't even done this. Okay, that looks It's 1 pixel off, but it's just about there. So we just need a gray pixel next to the indent here. Right there. That's it. Okay. So we save that. We'll reload tile. Yeah, that looks right. I can't tell. Oh my gosh, it looks... Yeah, no, that looks right. That looks right. Okay. Okay, so there's the library, stone library here. Let's do we... Yeah, maybe this one right here. Sweet. And then we get the other corner for this side. And that one... Oh my god, this one doesn't match up. Yeah, this one doesn't match up. It looks like it needs to be, what, 6 pixels tall up here, and there's 2, 3. It needs to be 1 pixel taller here. And then that bottom one looks right. Okay, so 1 pixel taller. Shift everything up 1 pixel, essentially. All the dark shadows on the gray here. So yeah, this needs to be shifted up. So that means that this one is brown. This one. There we go. That should be it. It bugs me that it's off, but that's okay. It's not in here, not in here, in tiled. There we go. Oh, it's still wrong, still wrong. We need a... Oh my gosh, I don't think I realized this. It is jacked up. Oh my god. See, there's different sizes of brick here. Oh my god, we screwed that up. Oh no. Is the other side different sizes brick? Oh, it is. What the heck? Okay. No, I think that makes sense. That's how we drew it for the floor. So we just need to figure out... No, let's see. 4. Okay, we actually need 2... We need 5 pixels tall on this brick instead of... Wow, so we were right then. We had it right. Okay, I think this is actually right. Let's look at it again. Yo, what up, Brightside? How's it going, homie? Yo, we're building out the tutorial level, so this is like the library for the mage, right? So you wake up from the opening cinematic, you like toss and turn in bed a bit, and then it'll say like use WASD to move, and then we'll walk in here and we can talk to these things and learn more about them. So that's what we're gonna be trying to spawn here. Now that we've got it drawn, we can export it as a global map, and then dude, I swear Coley comes in my brain like every other hour. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna have to change our opening cinematic to go from the volcano into not where this scene was, but this one. And then we need to add collision detection to our bed, which isn't gonna be that fun either, but let's take a look at our opening cinematic state here. Because we need to do this where do we trigger the new load for the scene. I think it's in like a mage step 3 or something. And we need to change, we need to change how we define this. I think there's a point in time where we mage step 4 maybe? No. We're looking for, we go to walk left here, and then this is a little weird. Where do we trigger the fade to black here? Because it's before all these castle steps. You know, we need to, I think we're gonna switch our opening cinematic to be like the step field and then a number instead of this boolean, so we can just say step gets step +1 and kind of increment it that way. But look at this, we're doing this. Oh, yeah, this is screwed up. Okay, I say we get rid of all of our castle step stuff. Yeah, I say, at least for right now, we need to kind of take out our castle step logic, because we're no longer advancing the way we were. So right here in castle view, we're going to update our player. We're going to change our state to player cinematic. Okay, so we can trigger our castle view so that we can change our player state to player idle, which we do. Oh, we change animation. Okay, so where do we take the new scene view? Where do we do that? Upon a fade to black. We change the play state if we're on a castle step 10. That's not what I'm looking for. Where do we, when we fade to black? Fade to black gets true. Where do we do this? Okay. Oh, this is so jacked up. I don't like how we did this at all. Okay, so where do we do a new scene or map instantiation? We do it right here for the init, but then maybe we do it current map when we update this. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, that's wrong. Right here. Current map. Okay. So, yeah, this isn't a castle step 8. Okay, so this isn't right either. This is where we need to end up. There should be one more step right here. Yeah. Okay, so when we fade to black, we're not going to go to 1019, we're going to go to 1018. And that should take us to the place we just drew, the bedroom room in Mage's Castle. Let's see. We have to make sure we take out the dialogue box that we did have in there. Okay, we fade to black. Okay, nice. So we come to this room. Now we need to change our state of our player here so that we can walk around. So we do change. Okay, let's become, we do become castle view, so we should be updating our player. We're changing our player's state to player idle, which is just waiting for input. And then, we need to take this. Our player needs a map column or our scene needs a column of map 18. This is okay. It's just way too far over, right? We need a tile size of 2 to be where the bed is. Gosh, man, this is messy. We gotta figure out a better way to script these events here. Let's see if he takes us to the right spot. Ish. I'm hoping we have movement so we can test how bad the overlay is. No, we don't have it. Yeah, okay. It's because we just got so much junk here. We've got this castle step 1 gets true here, which we shouldn't have. We do have a castle view, which if... Gosh, that is just so bad. Yeah, we don't want to do this. We want to do this in 18. And we don't have any NPCs in that scene, so we shouldn't get that crash we just got. Wow. Okay. I think I want to decouple the steps to the fades because it's just messy. But it's nice to know. Yeah, I guess we kind of treat the game as if it's paused when it's fading, right? Because it's like the player shouldn't be able to walk if we're still fading from black. So maybe let's see this. Let's print up the state of our player. Okay, and then it's just we store it in a global player state. Okay, let's see. Okay, so death state because he's knocked out. We should go to idle, but then we should also the scene should be updating. If the scene's not updating, we won't be able to move. I think it'll be it's in cinematic. That's why. Oh, in castle view, yeah. We don't want to do that here. Basically, I think what we'll do, we'll decouple the two cinematics. Like this, that's basically gonna be the only cinematic there. So okay, so now we have walk. So here's what I'm talking about, right? We need oh god. Yo, we don't have collision. We don't have collision in the freaking castle. Okay, let's see. We at least need collision on the bed, but like, yo, we should have collision on the freaking walls, which we do not. Which is really strange. And then the above ground tile. Okay, that's just weird. Anyway, here's a library. We don't have collision on anything. Oh, I know exactly what happened. On here. Oh, actually, maybe not. Oh, we didn't. Did we export a new global map from here? I don't know if we did. Well, we're seeing it, so we must be. Man, I'm starting to feel nerves for the deadline, you know. This is not how I thought today was gonna go. Why do we not have collision here, man? Collision's based on the location of these, which, yeah, those are in our red. Yeah, dude, we should have collision here. Are we not? We have to update. Yo, I mean, we must be not pulling. We're pulling the right scene view. That should pull the tiles. And then our walk state has the logic for collision detection for collidable tiles. So there might be. Oh my gosh. I think we just have to gut it. I think we just have to gut a lot of this. Because this is all, you know, we don't have this castle steps anymore. We can always copy the same logic from an old commit, but I think we're doing too many things based on this old logic that it could be screwing all this up. Okay, I'm just taking out... Basically, we're pulling this castle view based on what? Did we just delete it? Where do we assign castle view? Castle view's true if we fade to black. So once we fade to black, I feel like, yeah, we need to flush that, reset our player's location. I think that's all right. But then... we set our map to 1018. That's right. We're rendering the correct things. We're snagging the animatables, which there are none. We change to a player of idle. We fade from a black, and we're in a castle view. Okay. Okay. So let's just see. I really don't know what would be causing the tiles to be not colliding anymore, because they're based on tile ID, so they should just be always colliding with our player. I don't know why they didn't show up. All right. Okay. Well, we've now got lava in the castle. And no collision whatsoever. Okay, we know we're at the right scene because we're rendering the right tiles. So it is just so weird. You know what? I think no, we didn't change anything. I think our collidable tiles need to be... Actually, yeah, I don't think our collidable tiles need to be on an above ground layer, does it? Let's see over here if our other collidables are on the ground level or if they're all on the above ground. Oh yeah, see, they're on the ground level, so we should be good. We should be good here. Okay, what else could this be? I've never seen this issue before, like only if we're not updating the scene. Well, no, because, yeah, when our player's walking, that's when we're doing the collision, so we can see our top. Where do we do our player to map object? It's like collidable map object collision. I don't even see where we're doing it. Let me see something here. See, we have collision. We have collision, so... Yeah, I want to say it's in our walk state. Player walk state. Maybe not. Really? don't see it anywhere. We've got it's in the data downloader in our map declarations, I'm pretty sure, where we're saying, I guess that's just copying over the values, the tile IDs, but it's not actually doing the collision. So where are we doing that freaking collision, and why isn't it working? I guess I can try to draw any other tiles and just see if that helps. Like this on the above ground, like these should be collidable. So if we export this as a global map, we can see if we just walk straight over those. I would think we are, because there's, you know, we're not doing anything different. And we shouldn't need to update the scene. The only thing I can think of is if we're pulling the wrong scene, but we're not, because we're rendering the right pictures. So we're rendering the right scene, but we might just, let's see if like one scene over we have collision on invisible things, and if so, then we know that's the culprit. It's got to be something stupid like that. I think we might just be, let's see. We can't even check over there. Okay. If scene view, let's see. Wow. I've never had this issue where our collidables just stop working. It must be the state. It must be the scene's state. I think, thanks Brightside. Yeah, because I'm excited for the castle library, right? That's looking really cool. So once we get in there, I think I know exactly what it is. We're in a cinematic state for the castle, which isn't rendering updates. I think because we never had the ability to actually walk in the cinematic. So that's what we didn't realize was screwed up, is there was no collision. But I think if we go to the scene view, the global state machine. If we go to the state machine and we change into the play state, I think that will fix all of our issues. I think that'll fix it, because then we're going to be in the play state, and that is what's updating all the collidables. Let's see here. Okay, we've got it. Okay, it was that. So we don't have, we need to add collision to the bed here, so we can't just walk over, the library here. This is what I was talking about. Look at how bad that looks. So we need to do like what we did for, wow, we really screwed this up. Yeah, we need to do like what we did for the cavern, because we have this overlap here. Like you would think that we wouldn't ever be able to see this. Like it should lock us in, right? So that we only play nice and walk in like that, because that looks fine. That looks like we're really walking under. It's just that the issue comes in when we wanted the game to walk in front of some stuff. So like, see how that looks natural to walk in front of poles like that? So any collidable object, we have some leeway here to walk up before we can actually collide with it. And that just means on something like this, we're rendering a bad angle. Now, we fixed this in the dungeon by doing some janky... We just, like, extend a, Yeah, shoot, man. Okay, well, I'm liking how this is looking. This is looking sweet, right? For the mage's castle. Oh, and there was mage. He was there ready to walk in. This is looking sweet, and the collision's working for here. I really like how this looks. This looks really sweet. We'll probably put the exit a little more centered. Okay, yeah, and then we'll need a new warp zone. This is looking sweet. I love how this is looking. So let's try to fix. We'll try to fix the top level tile for the doorway here, and then we'll also add. We'll add the text on screen for the tutorial for, like, you know, this is how you walk. This is your A button. That sort of deal. We'll put that on the floor here so players can then learn how to use the interact button. And then we probably should disable the inventory system if we're in the tutorial part. Well, I guess we would just kind of make it so that nothing is in here, nothing is selectable. Because right now we can select all this stuff. But we don't want that from the tutorial, so we kind of have to change that. So yeah, we're gonna rehaul. Yeah, let's just try to get the better overlay. Now this is gonna look nasty. Look at this. This is the solution we came up with for the dungeon, and it's like a long, on the top edge. There's a long diagonal that functions as our walking. I'm not sure I like this. I mean, the collision detection isn't adaptable the way we wrote it for the map tile IDs. So if we wanted to make it play nice, we'd have to do something totally different. Which really kind of sucks. Like we could say if I could find the line of code where we do this, like we're saying if it's a tile ID of a certain value to a certain value, anything in that row of red right here, anything in these rows are collidable tiles, but they're like 3/4 collidable. Like we can collide with the bottom of them a little bit, but maybe we just add a whole nother row that says these are more strict, like within 1 pixel tolerance collisions, and we would just cycle through and check for collision for the stricter tiles, and then we can kind of fix this, and then we don't have the crooked overlay here that just looks a little janky. Like it gets the job done, but it does look messy, and I don't think it looks very good. So we might want to do this different. So let's use these as a template, and we'll just see how it looks. We might have to just rehaul that collision, which is not something I'm excited to do with the demo deadline coming up, but it should, I don't know, I want it to look good, so we might have to just do it. Okay, so this is our template for the sidewalking. Wow, we really just drew that too far down. That's okay. Okay, so there's our template. So for both of these, we need to extend, and it's actually just the top level tile one, just the one that overlays on top of the player. That one needs to be extended upwards. Okay. We might just do, we might just rewrite the collider logic for the tile IDs to fix this, because I think it's just gonna look better. Because what sucks too about this is like, well, we need to blend it, so we need to make sure we're coming in at the right side here. Yeah, that looks like it's not lined up right, but it actually is. It's wrong side, this one. Okay. So yeah, the idea is we just match, we just give it a strong corner here, and we just draw two tiles for the top level overlay. I don't like how janky that is. I don't think it looks particularly good either. It's just an easy fix so that our collision just doesn't completely break, or so that we don't have to rewrite the collision. So I don't, we probably should fix it. We should probably rewrite it. So basically this just extends more diagonal like this. I feel like we would probably do this. Yeah, it looks like crap, if I'm being honest. Why does this even have... Okay, no, we just erased this. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. I don't think I'm gonna like this. We're probably just gonna have to redo the collision for walls and stuff, separate from everything else. Because this is just too ghetto. And it doesn't look that good, so... Okay, let's see how these look. I'm not convinced they're gonna look good at all. Okay, so if that's... I feel like, are we missing a black line there? I don't think so. Let's see how this looks. I'm not super hopeful, but we'll see. So if we go to tiled, and instead of... We have to reload this. Okay. So on the top level tile, we're gonna erase, yeah, okay. We're gonna erase this, and then we're gonna draw our new overlay, which is this and this. That looks so bad. That looks so fucking bad. Gosh, and we get this weird corner piece because the bottom of... Oh my god, it looks so bad. Yeah. Looks real bad. Not gonna lie, it looks very, very nasty. And the thing is, it looks nasty and it doesn't even like work all that great in practice either. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to redo collision for specific tile IDs to be more strict, which is okay. Cause now it looks like this, which is better, right? Like our hair doesn't stick up. Well, there it does. Yeah, it looks like shit. It looks better. It does look better than the old one, but it's still, it shouldn't look that bad. Okay. Yeah, we've got to find, because one thing I don't want perfectly strict, right? Because the player, you know, I don't want the player to be like running away from a bat or something, trying to escape the cavern, and them getting caught and can't escape because they're not pixel perfect, the exact pixel that'll let them go through. Like I don't want that to happen. So we'll probably give it a little bit of leeway, but we do need to fix this. It's just so gross. Looks bad. Yeah, because especially here, like, that looks so bad. And if the player's first experience, like, this is literally the first screen a player can play, and it looks that bad, not about it. So we're gonna have to fix that. Probably not tonight. I'm not gonna do it tonight. Let's maybe get some test example text on the screen here, and we'll say if we're in castle view, we'll render a certain kind of instructions on the floor here. And we'll rehaul how we're doing this stupid castle view. I don't like how we're doing this, so we'll change that to as we get more comfortable writing different cinematic states for the game. But we basically just need to we just need to print text that says like I'm basically positive we got to do that. We got to rehaul the collision for walls. Okay, well, we're not seeing the text I'm expecting here. Oh, we're actually changing. We are actually changing from the cinematic state to the play state. So as soon as we trigger the fade from black, we're actually getting out of the cinematic. Well, actually, yeah, we just need to make sure we're doing our collision detection in our cinematic state here, because we don't want to add any logic to the tutorial outside of, we don't want to add anything to our play state with this tutorial. It'll just get nasty. So we're going to have to track down where we're actually doing collision detection for our freaking map tiles. And here, I'm going to commit before we lose our green dot for the day. Before midnight, we're going to say that we're committing with new tutorial open in Mage's Castle. Okay. And then let's see if we can just track down where we're doing the freaking tile IDs. If we look into our Tashio folder here, we've got a little PNG of our tile IDs. They're called, what, numbered tiles? Tiles numbered here. So we have, if the tile is a 97, so let's grep for a 97 and we'll see if we can find this line. Right here. Oh, that's for a pushable. That's almost it. Okay. This is very strange. I get why I didn't do this earlier, because it's kind of... Basically what we're doing is we have a table of collidable map objects for the scene. They all have the same collision. So that's the issue. When we go to do a collidable map objects detection, we're checking what the tiles are, and in this case, our walls fall into this range of 97 to 256. So, yo, Jed, hey, thank you for the chat, homie. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're trying to get ready for the demo release here, but we're running into all kinds of issues with collision detection for our walls and stuff. It's tough. It's really tough because, yeah, the way our game is set up is like we just draw the tiles that we need to collide with, and then we've got it. So it's like we've got this collision detection for these collidable map objects, which works great. It's just that like we allow the player to walk a little bit in front, right? So it's get this kind of like faux 3D look where we're just like in front of it, so it doesn't detect a collision. But the issue comes with like a sideways door here, because now we don't collide until we're that far up, and that makes our hair stick out all nasty. So it just doesn't look good for the walls. So I think we're gonna have to just redo it. Yo, hey Nerdy Punk, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I'm gonna give you a quick shout out here. Yo, how was your stream? What were you up to? Yo, I'm doing good. We're trying to finish the demo here. We've got a bet with Salto Manga where we need to finish the demo before March 31st. So we're kind of in a crunch to finish the demo, and it's gonna be, we're like working on the opening cinematic and stuff. But we need to rehaul some collision detection for the. Oh, thanks, Nerdy Punk. Yeah, it's Salto Manga did the art for the game here, so like. See, Tashio's over here, and we've got a loot in the game. So if you apply it, it looks just like the art over here, because he's got the loot out. So I think it looks pretty sweet, and I'm happy with it. Now we have to, we've got a lot of stuff we still got to do for the demo, and we're just looking at how we're doing the collision for the map objects. So like we use this app, Tiled, to kind of just draw all the tiles for our game. And based on the tile ID that we drew, we're doing some specific collision, but there's like this fake collision. Bright side, it's gonna be March 31st. Well, April 1st. The demo has to be done by April 1st. in order for me to not lose my bet with Salto. Yo, Thigh Delay, thank you. Thank you for the follows, guys. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, so Yanamao, this it's a big map, but it's all placeholder. Like, this is all just like literally just a placeholder. Like, this is the first dungeon. Here's our other stuff. It's all just like, it's mainly just placeholder for now, but we're gonna do we got to build it out for the demo, so it's gonna be a crazy 4 weeks, I'm thinking. But most of the game development so far has been getting things working, and the spellcasting and the entities and the scene transitions and stuff. But now we really need to make a freaking level. We don't have a level. Yes, exactly. This Punk Dev, I did this because, well, not because of, but I did the first 3 tutorials for the Harvard CS50, and then I kind of jumped into this, and I've been doing it by myself ever since. I finished the CS50 course, but I didn't finish the Games 50 course. I got 3 episodes into that, and then I just got making my own stuff, which the fact that I can make something this cool already just by doing only 3 YouTube episodes worth of game dev education, and I can make my own games, is pretty amazing. So that course is phenomenal. So I always recommend that to people. And Lua is such a nice little language to do that, and Love2d is super friendly. So I really like it. We need to find in our play state where we're doing this collidable map object collisions, player to map object collisions. See, okay, so we have this. So this is where the issue's coming from. It's this collision top buffer. So I think we might need to rename collidable map objects to be something other than that, because it's not. If we split this up, the collidable map objects are actually, this is fine. I think what we can do here is say we should also add in a player to edge, player to map wall, or to player to wall object collision. And so we have this method on our player, which is an entity, and it runs top collides map object method. And if we look at this actual method, so this is all in our scene class. Okay, so if we go to our entity and look at this top collides map object, where we define this, yeah, look at these numbers here. We have an 8 pixel buffer for the top side of our entity here. So that 8 pixel difference is what's really screwing our walls up. Because we're treating our walls as if they're a collidable map object. So something like the tree here, we're able to walk in front of just a little bit, which isn't traditional in a Game Boy game like this. Normally they're pretty locked on the tiles, but I liked how it looked better to be able to like walk in front a little bit. It's just that on a side door here, look how bad this looks. It looks fine if you play nice and walk in like that, but it looks terrible if you're up here. It like cuts off your head. And this is after the fix. We added a fake overlay on top. So delay, the story of the game is it's kind of like Link's Awakening, right? Where you wake up and you have no memory of who you are and what you're doing. So we're a magic user that forgets how to use magic. So this mage guy on the right here, this guy has to teach us how to use our magic again. So we've got a couple different magic spells that we can use and equip. And there's I wanted to show you the magic casting. But there's a lot going on. It's essentially like the story of the game is about achieving balance within the ecosystem again. So you could see that we've got this like purple water right now, and that's corruption from some magic spell usage. So everyone in the village is kind of like wary of us mages because the magic has caused this corruption to come out in the world, and that has been corrupting the animals that turn them into being hostile. So this is a new background. Salto Manga drew this for us on commission I think it's only been like a week we've had it in the game or in the stream. So we've got, if we equip this spell here, then we can spell cast, and we've got this like this blue fire, and we've got enemies. It's just right now that they're on a different page than since we're moving everything around. We've got bats and geckos, corrupted bats and geckos in the game. So here's our magic spell cast, and then we're in the crunch to try to finish the demo. So there's a lot going on. It is pretty ambitious, but it's also, I think it's manageable. It's already been a year of development, but we've made a lot of good progress. We have we've got the loot system in place. We got the magic system in place, at least one of the elements in place. We've got 2 enemies, and we have the ability to basically draw any map we want. This is the art for the Steam page. So Salto drew this for us for Steam assets. So this is like the official game art for the promo. But all the art in game is just little Game Boy art. So the game doesn't look this good at all. But I like the idea that like people seeing this, like if you see Tashio right here in this epic, high quality render, and then you go and play the game, you kind of carry that image with you into the game, right? So like if you see this guy on the game cover, like old school Super Nintendo game cartridges had like dope art, right? And then you go home and play it, and they're just like little pixels or whatever. So like you can kind of carry over the intensity from the art into your experience when you're like, oh, that's Mage, that's this guy right here, oh, this is Tashio with his loot, oh, that's so cool. There's like the purple corruption in the game, that's how it looks like in over here. So I'm excited about it for the Steam demo. But yeah, I'm starting to feel the crunch. I was feeling good about it like 2 days ago, but now, I was thinking we would be done with the whole tutorial today, and we have to rehaul some old collision logic. So I'm starting to feel the stress. 32 by 32, and artwork is anime also. Yeah, I think it's dude, the pixel art, I underestimated how hard pixel art was. 16 by 16 is definitely like a big challenge, and I'm sure 32 by 32 is too. That's like, it's in that range of like, you really don't have a lot to work with, so you have to get really creative, and every pixel matters. Like one pixel can make or break the sprite, like it's very, very touchy. Yeah, we need to do, I think the side collision that we have for the map objects, this left and right and bottom are perfectly fine. We just need a new top collide function for our map objects. So let's do a top collides with with a, what did we call it? A wall object. So we're going to have to define a range of tiles to put in collidable walls so that we can have special collision for those. Because for the most part, and side walls are the only thing I could think of that we need a different collision for. So we kind of do need to just hold them separate. For our collision here, I think we can keep, it's going to be a lot like our bottom collides, where we get a pixel buffer on the sides of us, but we need a much stricter collision for the top, so that we can't walk into the wall as easy. Okay, so our X's are going to be the same essentially as our bottom collision, but here for our top of us, we're going to say, actually, this is the bottom of us. We can do okay, so let me think this through. Okay, so for our collision, it's like a shrunk AABB collision. And we're saying for the top collide, we're seeing if the top of our bounding box, which is 6 pixels lower than the top of us, let's give it a 2 pixel buffer, is going to be greater than the target's bottom. And then see, why do we do this smaller than? It's so tough because we kind of have to do this like order of operations for the collision detection, right? Since there's 4 sides that we're checking for. Because it's not just, we need to detect which side we're colliding so we can move our player accordingly. So we're checking, like, this is the top of our bounding box with the bottom of our bounding box, which is a 2 pixel difference. So we'll just keep that bounding box size the same, but just modify it so that it's the right value. So we have a 4 pixel shrinkage in our top collision for a top collides with a wall object method in our entity class. So we basically now need to say, I guess we can keep all of our walls that are currently being put in. Like, we have no issue with the top or the bottom walls for collision. That's all working fine. Or no, we left and right walls are colliding fine, but the top is the only one we have to worry about. So when we pull out our top walls, I think we only need to pull out the top walls. And then when we're doing in our scene class, when we're doing right here, when we're doing this, we only need to check for top collision with our top walls. Because if we leave all our other walls, it'll keep the collidable map objects collisions. Yeah, maybe we should call it top wall collisions if we're just doing the top walls. But let's do something similar here where we cycle through all of our wall object. We'll go into our current map and it'll be collidable top wall objects. That's just weird. Collidable wall objects. And we're going to cycle through and we're going to snag the object. We're going to snag the wall. Local wall is going to be the wall that we grab, and it's index I in the loop. And then now that we have access to the wall, we're going to do that method we just pulled, or just typed out, and it was a player top collides with wall object, right? Top collides with, oh god, top collides wall object method, and it takes in a target, and the target will be the object. I don't know why we did it. We did it a little weird on the other one. We're gonna use the object as the target. Oh, it's not object, it's wall. We're gonna use the wall as the target, and then we need to move our player to basically be reset. So right here, we're setting our player's Y to be equal to, we're gonna set our player's Y to be, oh, this is weird. Top collide, so the wall object, we're setting our Y to be the object's bottom minus this buffer. Okay, yeah. So we basically, instead of setting us to the bottom of the object that we collided with, I think we might need to set it to, where did we define it in our entity class? We do this top collides. We have this at a Y plus 2. So if top collides wall object, if the top of us plus a 2 pixel buffer, okay, so I think we need a -2 for that 2 pixel buffer. Okay, so we set our Y to be this, we can go back and add a real enum here or something, so it's not just a magic 2, but this is just for testing purposes. So basically, as long as we insert, yeah, we'd have to insert because we have to see where we're doing this. We're cycling through our collidable map objects, and our collidable map objects are what exactly? When do we insert these? So let's go see when we grep search this 97, we should see when we insert into the collidable map objects. It's literally a class. Okay, so this is okay. We have to basically say, okay, we're snagging this. Let's say that we're gonna draw this tiles is our ground level tiles. This above ground level tiles is that one. So what we're gonna do is in the self tiles here, before, yeah, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna say if our tile ID is greater than or equal to something, and our tile ID, we haven't placed these yet, so we don't know what values are going to go in here. Then we need to table.insert into our, we need to make this collidable wall objects table, and we insert basically just X, Y, width, and height so that we can do collision. So it's an object that just has an X, Y, width, and height for that target parameter collision detection on that method we just wrote. So now we need to also give us a collidable map objects. Yeah, collidable wall objects is what we need here. So if we look in our map declarations, we have a bunch of tables for every scene. We just passed it. Where was it? collidable, it's a map declaration. Right here. Okay, so collidable map objects. We need a table to hold the collidable wall objects as well for every scene. So we have that. Let's find where we're gonna put the freaking wall, collidable wall objects here. So if we have, it's in our master sheet. So in A sprite here, we can set. It's so nasty. We might just set. Yeah, we might just set this third row from the bottom to be this thing, because I think we're already out of collidable map object tiles, so we need to extend that and scoot everything else down. So we need to redraw a lot of junk, but I don't know where that's going to end up. Ideally, this goes like right beneath all of our collidable map objects, but I just don't know how much we need. It's hard because I don't know what tiles we need. These are the only tiles we have in the game right now. It looks so sparse. But let's do maybe 4 tiles up from the bottom or 3 tiles up from the bottom. Let's do just so weird. So weird. But it's hard when I don't know. You know, like I think once we're like done with designing sprites, we can then assess the different types of sprites, and we can move things to where it makes more sense. But for right now, we need it working, and this is just the method we've got. So if we look at we have a tiles numbered here. So here's the numbers of the tile, and if we go for this fourth, it's 897 to 928. 897, 928. So 897 to 928. Okay. So if we draw, if the tile ID in tiled that we draw is from that row, from that 4th row from the bottom, it'll insert into the collidable wall objects table, and that is for every scene. Yeah, so in the cinematic, as long as we change our scene has access to this collidable wall objects table, so it should know what should be treated like a collidable wall. And then when we actually do it in our scene class, we're doing we do it right here. We cycle through all the wall objects. Every tile we inserted as a wall, we're going to be using this new top collides with wall object method, which should have the more strict collision detection only on the top. Yeah, I feel like this is still broken. I feel like we have to also run the other collisions to make sure that it collides right with the other collisions. So yeah, we can use the same collide logic. We just need to pass in this wall. Yeah, we can use the same, yeah, because it's not going to be in the same, yeah, we have to do this. It's not going to be in the same tile set anymore, so in order to get side collision on a wall object, we do have to use this. Okay, so let's just see if this works. So if we draw something in a collidable wall object, 4th row from the bottom, and we draw it in a ground level spot in our tiled, then we should have much stricter collision. So let's just test that. And then if that works, We'll update our side walls to be better looking. Let's see. So here is our fourth layer, tile 897 or whatever it was. We're just going to put pink here, and we're going to save this PNG. We're going to reload our tiled application. Sure. We're going to reload this and try to draw a collidable wall object, which is from right here. So if we draw this in our ground level, this wall right there should have stricter top collision, and if that is the case, then we're in business. Map 97. What didn't it like? Collidable map objects. On 79. Collidable wall objects. Did we define this wrong? Collidable wall objects? Collidable wall objects. And it said bad argument 1. Oh yeah. Bad argument 1. Wait, why is that? Yeah. No, this... Oh. Okay, how are we doing this collidable wall? Because we flush... Why do we flush? We flush this and cycle it. This is in our map. Oh, shit. We've got to do a lot more. Okay, so let's just match this. Is that the first reference of it? It is. So this is in our map, not our scene. So we have to tell our map that there's a thing called collidable wall objects. Yo, I am just... It's like I'm making this up as I go along, and that's literally what I'm doing. Fake it till you make it. Okay, so anytime we do a thing with a collidable map object, what we're doing is we're updating a collidable map object. This is to check if it's like a crate or something. We shouldn't need to do that. But then when we render pushables, render collidable map objects, we need to render our collidable wall objects as well. So this should be, if there is a collidable wall object, then let's go ahead and cycle through all the collidable wall objects from our actual scene, because it's map at index whatever, which is our scene, and then we render it at the offset so that it goes off the screen with us. Okay. Oh shit, we put a crate right here. Okay, well, we don't have collision because we're walking right over it. Okay, we don't have collision. We can try printing up and make sure we pulled it. We don't have any sort of collision, so when we're doing this in our scene... What just happened, man? We're cycling through our current maps. Collidable wall object. See, that's weird. It should be... Current map. Collidable map objects. Okay. Like we don't have any collision whatsoever, so not even these ones are working. So we might, well, we pulled this out. I'm wondering if we needed, well, oh, we're doing object, not wall here. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, now we're checking with the wall, not the object from the other thing. Okay, oh my god, I think it worked. Let's get rid of this freaking crate in our way. It should be this. Let's just turn them all off, I don't care. Okay, let's see. So if we have tighter top collision on this red spot, then we're in business. Shit. Man, I thought it worked. Okay, we don't have any collision there. We can try printing up what's in our current scene's collidable wall object table. Make sure we pull it. Yeah, let's just start there. Collidable wall objects. We'll go to our scene and we'll try to print this up. Yeah, we want to print at what's our scene view's current map dot. Collidable wall objects, and we're just going to go into the table at the first index and we're going to print up what's in there, and we have to do that with the inspect, and we can say inspect that for us and go ahead and print it. So hopefully we have the object in there. Yeah, it looks like we've got an object in there. So it's just the collision that's not working. We're pulling it into the right table. It has, look at that. It has the right values. It's at the right spot. At an X of 48, Y of 32. So we are pulling it correctly. It's just that whenever we update our collidable map objects or yeah, it must be when we update collidable map objects, right? Okay, if it's not in our scene, it's got to be in our map. Yeah, okay. Well, we're adding it. We verified we're pulling it. Oh, we need to update. I think we just need to update it. Yeah, we just need to update it so that, well, I don't know, because we're not really changing anything. It has the location, so yeah, it has the right X and Y width and height. So I don't imagine it really needs to be updated. But if we cycle through our wall objects, let's just try it. Cycle through our wall objects and just update them and just make sure there isn't something weird going on in there. No. Okay. So it doesn't have any collision. So when we're running the collision for this, it's in our scene. And we're doing collision with a map object, and we're cycling through. So the only difference in these two is like we're cycling through collidable map objects. See, okay, so this is in the map. This isn't pulling it from. Let me think this through. We're pulling this from the maps collidable map object table, yet in the map here, when we go to insert it, you know, we insert it into our empty table of wall objects. We need to be in our map. Okay. So we have our wall objects. We're inserting into the maps wall objects, not the scenes wall objects. So let's try to print up what's in the maps wall objects and see if that's working, because we should be table.inserting that collidable map object into the wall objects field of our map, not our scene, which gets a little confusing. And then we update it within the map. Okay, and then we render it. Do we render it? Wall update. Do we not render it here in the map? Yeah, I guess I'm kind of curious if we take out this render for a collidable wall object, we still see it. So it's not like the render changed anything, because we're already rendering it from the above ground tile ID, but we need to do something special if it's a tile ID of, you know, whatever the value was when we drew it there. So let's try to print up what's in the map and not the scene view. So let's go back to our scene and we'll try to print up. We want that inspect for the collidable wall objects. Oh, it is in the current map. Oh, so it is in there. So what? Yeah, we're printing it up. I think when we, wow, what's going on? We're successfully pulling it. We're successfully pulling the wall object, which means we should be doing collision detection for it, like right here, top. Let's make sure this top collides. I mean, none of these are working. Let's just do this the way we do it above, because we did type this a little differently than our other one here. So we're gonna just do collidable wall objects index I. This is the only thing I could think is different, because we know we're pulling it, so it's just something to do with when we're actually applying the collision, which is right here. So this is like where I think the issue has to be. Collidable wall objects index I. Come on, man. Okay. Well, we got collidable. We got collision, right? I mean, it's busted as shit, but it definitely did something when we collided with it. So let's check our side collision. Oh my god, so jacked up. Holy fuck. Okay, we're somewhere. Let's see if we take out all the side collision. Let's see what happens. Because we might, since it's Yeah, well, it's not a collidable map object anymore, so we shouldn't trigger anything if it's just one of these. Yeah, if it's just one of these, it doesn't trigger it, but if it's a top collision, we are setting... Okay, we're just setting it to the wrong spot. If it's a top collision, we need to set our Y position to be the bottom of our wall. Not the top. Why does it move us up? Because it's saying our player Y goes to be the wall's Y plus the height. So it should be the bottom of the wall here when it detects this collision. So if we collide like this, it's still upwards. It's still up. What the fuck? What's going on there? Like, let me just see if we add in a 16, it should put us one tile lower, right? Like, no. Well, oh, yeah, I mean, yes, but what? Yeah, why would it have to be... Why would we have to add a 2-tile offset to the Y to get us to be the right spot? Okay, see, like, that's at least moving us to the right position, to the bottom of this thing. But it's so jacked up. Like, why is it our wall goes to the collidable... Oh, map objects, not wall objects. Right? Yeah. Collidable wall objects. Okay, we should... There we go. Okay. That's looking right. Now, I hate that it does that shit. That's because it's not matching our buffer, or for the collision reset. I think, yeah, okay, so the -2. Okay, look at that. Okay, this is it. Because look at how close, you know, we're only a 2-pixel overlay with this top collision. Cool, so let's add back in our side collisions to get... It's basically the same way it used to be for any map object, other than the fact that the top collision is a lot stricter. We only have a 2-pixel overlap. This is it. This is it. This is it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete this from the ground tile. We have to make sure we put it in the ground tile, because if we don't put it in the ground level tile, it just won't work. So let me just... Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we can do now is we can redesign our crappy, nasty, goopy top collide walls for both the dungeon and the castle. So it's gonna be easy because this is the new fix we added, which is busted, but this is the old one. So this all we have to do is add these side walls. Actually, the side walls are fine. It's the walls that are above the side walls that are jacked. So we just need these 2 tiles to be on that new layer, and then we're in business. Now, we already drew a lot of the maps based on these... what did we mess up, dude? Based on these tile locations, but here we go. Okay, so we can leave how we've got it. I mean, I think we're gonna do a whole rehaul of the master sheet sprite sheet location, which means we have to redraw our whole game once we are fairly confident that our sprites are done, right? Like, when we're done designing with our sprites, we can just make it appear better. So okay, so now these walls since they're at this specific row of tile ID in our master sheet, they're going to render different collision than our other tiles, and it's just stricter. So it doesn't give us that faux 3D look, but it gives us better collision for top walls. So these are non-collidables. Like, you can walk through those, but the ones right above it need to be this specific version. So this should fix it. We should be able to go into our cinematic dump here, and we're going to get rid of this old top level tile ID for here and here and here and here. And the ground level's fine. The above ground level needs... Oh, actually, it's the top level. The top level tile needs the appropriate overlay, which is right here and right here. Then the magic is on the ground level right here. We need to replace these with our new tiles, which there's one right here, one right here. Those are the wrong sprites because we need a reload tiled, but that should pop up. We got them backwards. We have this one, and then we should have nice and pretty collision detection for the walls that are different than our collidable map objects. I think it'll work. Got a good feeling about it. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Moment of truth. Can we walk through? We can walk through. Okay. Now, okay, this is great. This is great. We just need to also add the above tile to also go above us, and then we're in business. So to our above ground tile layer, we just need to also render the same thing above it, so it renders on top of our player. So if we export this as a global map, I think we're good to go. Okay, we'll load the little cinematic here and then see. This is it. I can feel it. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, I mean, this part's still gross, right? We've got like a corner of the wall kind of coming over our head here. Yo, last night, I'm trying to think, was last night a shorter? I normally stream like probably like an hour and a half. Tonight was an exception because we just ran into all kinds of problems. This is close. I think I want to shift the top collides wall object by 1 pixel so that we can only collide like that, well, like that. I think that's more acceptable. I just don't want the players to kind of get stuck trying to exit and have it not work so good. Now look at what happens when we're up here. It moves us downwards because of that collision. I think that's okay. I mean, we might need to change the order of operations for the sides to the top. Yeah, Victim, I sadly don't really have a schedule anymore. I stream every day, but it's kind of like a crapshoot whether it's like 7 p.m. Mountain or 9 or 10 Mountain. So yeah, I think yesterday... Oh, you know what? Yeah, yesterday I did kind of cut it short a bit. Okay, I think we want to go into our entity's top wall collide and just shift this by... I think we want to do this by... Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Nice. Hey, welcome in, Pocket. I know you. Okay, top collides wall object. Okay. So I think we just need to change when we do our collisions, we just need to go to a +1 instead of a +2, which I don't, that's why I don't like the magic numbers. We need to go right here. But this is working a lot better, and this will work a lot better in the dungeons too. So we can update our dungeon to have the proper wall collisions for the side doors, because that was just really messing with us. Okay. Oh, that feels so much better. That is so much better. Epic. Why? What happened with your... Did you like lose a bet or something, or what? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Oh, the freaking the mage library is looking so sick. It's looking so cool. I love this. So the next step is we need our cinematic to trigger us like tossing and turning in bed here with our eyes closed. And then we'll like face up and open our eyes. And then the text to kind of tell people what the controls are will fade on the screen like right here. And then we will allow them to walk over here. Then we need to add the collidable or the dialogue boxes for all these things to kind of explain us certain things. And then if the player either goes up here or exits down here, it'll trigger the mage. Gosh, I just realized our floor is busted. I think it's okay. The pattern breaks in the floor down here. No way. Dang, well sorry you got banned. Wait, oh, so this is a new account then? Or same account, just different name. Okay. But then you got banned. What do you mean? Did you get banned from someone's channel or got banned from Twitch itself? I guess I don't know if it means you changed your profile name or profile altogether. Yeah. So the issue here is like we're not rendering our text on screen because our opening cinematic is changing upon a fade from black. We're changing back to a play state and then... Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry to hear. Okay. I think we'll call it a night. I got work in the morning, so I can't stay up much longer. So sorry, Pocket. I gotta call it. I don't like the magic number here, but this is big. We have this what has been bugging me, so I'm glad we fixed it. But we're starting to run behind for... Yeah. Well, yeah, that's... Yeah, you gotta be careful when you push the buttons, you know? Yo, it was the collision with top collision with collidable map objects. It just didn't look good walking through and under a doorway. So we just needed to do different top collision for a doorway than our other collidable map objects. So I kind of just have to do a whole nother table of collidable objects and do different collision for it. So it was kind of a mess, but at least it's working now. We can say like new top collision or wall objects. Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna see if we can fix staying in the opening cinematic, because or we can make like a class. I mean, We can make a class to like render text on screen, but this is such a unique case. I think we're only doing this at the very beginning of the game. So I don't want to clog up our play state with this tutorial text dialogue render. So it would be nice if we can stay in the cinematic game state, but our collidable map objects are not updating in our opening cinematic state machine. So I think we just need to do that. We have to add that. It's just that, yeah, I think what's happening is we're in our opening cinematic, we're not actually updating or taking into consideration collidable map objects because it's in a state machine. So it's like, I think we just need to tell our opening cinematic, see, and then the fade from black also jacked up there, because we can only move and have collision. We can only have collision if we are in a play state at the moment. So I think we just need to add collision to our opening cinematic state, and then we can add our special text render on the floor here, and then it should work. And then we can go back and we can add in all the dialog boxes for here, and then we could finish scripting the new tutorial with Mage if you try to go up the stairs or out the door. So I think that's gonna be tomorrow. So it shouldn't be as bad as today. Today was bad, but at least we've got this new collision fixed, and that'll be good for both the castle and the dungeon. So I think we're in a good spot. So thank you to all of our supporters. I know we've got what, 30 days to finish the demo. Text overlay, yeah, it'll be like we're gonna tell the player the controls on screen on the floor, so that they know how to walk and how to advance through dialogue, because you gotta spoon feed people sometimes. Because I kept getting all kinds of comments about people didn't know the controls, so I think we'll just add it to the very beginning of the game, and then we'll be good. Then we don't have to worry about it. But also little things like to tell, like, in order to equip your elements, you have to hit the B button to swap your inventory selection. So that's not very apparent. So this little room allows us to kind of detail that, and you'll be able to revisit this room when you exit. So if you ever forget the controls, you can come back here and kind of just get a refresher, as well as the loot. It's not very apparent that the A and B button are the loot's frets, and the direction buttons are the strings. So I think it'll be nice to kind of just explicitly tell the characters a little bit about the game, and then yeah, it's not a dialogue box, it's just an overlay. So it's literally gonna just be an overlay on the floor that just says WASD to walk, and spacebar is your A button, shift is your B button, tab is your start, that sort of stuff. So I think it's pretty important for the demo, just because I've got a lot of feedback that people didn't know how to play, and it wasn't apparent when I had it set as O and P as the A and B buttons. It made sense to me, but it's definitely not great. So we need a way to explicitly tell the character in game. So we'll finish scripting that tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll call it a night. Thanks for watching, everybody. Probably push the dialogue down, bring the comment. Yeah, we'll see. I'll do some experimenting with it tomorrow, and we'll see what kind of works. Yeah, like I think the dialogue box option for it is a little too much. But we'll see. We'll see if it works. That'll be tomorrow. Peace out. Have a good night, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. Hope you have a great rest of the night, great rest of the day. Thanks for watching.